Juke to the left, they dodging it. Can't play the role, you fraudulent. Waiting on the right for the stars in it. 4x4 double parking it. Wanna play like cars in it. Wear the right flag, they forfeiting it. Now I got a ring too gorgeous. Damn, I gotta treat it like forges. It sound like I'm gonna scratch it. Try to take the ring, I'ma tackle you. I guess I'm a Super Bowl bachelor. Go hard in the gym, no cameras. I think I see blood, no Dracula. I'm an animal, eating up amateurs. Too active, y'all can't handle it. No taxing, we'll dismantle it. Shake up the building and ramble it. Whip it, shut up the critics and analysts. Come through dripping, I'ma set it off. Game after game, you can bet it off. Quarterback got range if you block them all. Quarterback did an option and set it off. Duck, goose, linebacker coming through. Yeah, hit him with the spin of the Jew. Yeah, we gon' blow your block like a new. Yeah, and I spend a dime every two. We gon' lock down on the offense. Bust down the skeleton fossil. Bust down. I'm not addressing the problem. Julio on the post, you can't stop him. Pick it up, running back, it's no problem. I'm running behind the block, they gon' block him. Quavo Yoda on offset, Chewbacca. Watch the blitz on the left, we gon' block him. We some animal, yeah, we some goblin. Man to man, we gon' cover you properly. Man to man, you can't beat me impossibly. Red zone, this my highlight, my property. Do a quarterback sneakers on 4th and 3. Get the ends on the offensive block for me. I step on him down, get off of me. I'm trucking them over, he under me. Back ends, wipe my sins, They can't win, No new friends, Football fans, they sleep again. We wake them up. Wake up, the champs is in. Champion. We want back ends. Wipe my sins. Wipe it. They can't win. No new friends. Football fans. They sleep again.
We're about 40 miles south of Candlestick Point as we welcome you inside Levi's Stadium in Santa Clara. The scene a few moments ago, here it is. It's unlike any other in sport as both teams made their way out of the tunnel. These folks are fired up as their guys are ready to do battle between the Los Angeles Rams and the San Francisco 49ers. Seems like we were just starting training camp, but here we are in October, and off we go on EA Sports. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. Garoppolo going to bring the Niners up here 1st and 10.
12. By 20. 12.
On 1st down, Garoppolo. And his first look is incomplete.
They went with a dime look on defense. 2 extra defensive backs on the field and covered up essentially every blade of grass. That allowed them to disrupt the play.
Line of scrimmage, again the 25, 2nd and 10.
12. 46. 6.
Back to the air on 2nd. It's Garoppolo. Being chased out left. And that one got tipped. Kind of threw everything off. It brings up 3rd.
Well, we're not playing 3 yards in a cloud of dust football anymore. I kind of get why those old school coaches sometimes didn't want to throw the football. Because if it's popped up in the air, it almost turns into slow motion. And both sides trying to get to the football, and you're holding your breath wondering whether it's going to go good or bad for your team.
11. Go ahead.
Throwing is Garoppolo on 3rd down. And incomplete. The contact made the ball roam free and brings up 4th down.
You hear the calls for a penalty, but I just don't think so. I think in this situation, the defender was making sure his guy couldn't hold on to the football. So I don't see anything that warranted a flag.
No, I'm with you. There was contact, but I'm happy they kept that flag in the back pocket. Fielded at about the 28. That'll be a 43-yard punt, but a net of just 33 following a 10-yard return. And the Rams will go on offense here with a 1st and 10. So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. first carry here for Todd Gurley. And that play going absolutely nowhere as he's belted before he could get out of the backfield.
Nice play right there to stop him behind the line, but I want to see how this defense continues to play him here in the first half.
Yeah, we know, you know better than I, he has the ability to take over a game, so what do you do?
Yeah, I think you have to make sure that you bottle him in at varying levels, because if you crowd everyone to the line of scrimmage, if he breaks through, it's nothing but room to run.
So the opening play of the drive goes backwards. Now they'll come up on 2nd and 12.
12. Orange.
On 2nd down, here's Goff. Dumps it off to Gurley. And he'll get it out near the 40 to the 39. It'll be a pickup of just 2, and that's going to make it 3rd down and 10.
And we see another pitch and catch there to the running back. This position just continues to evolve. They become just as critical to the passing attack as a lot of receivers, tight ends, because their ability to make people miss in the open field can really...
Into a double team, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Jalen Mills.
Well, that's a drive killer right there. Not a really confident throw either. This one was kind of up for grabs, and it's going to come down the hands of the wrong team.
And San Francisco gets set to go here. They were forced to punt last time, and I doubt sincerely that they'll have to punt here because they're gifted with terrific field position.
I don't even want to think about the idea that they would end up punting starting with this type of field position. Neither do they. Great starting spot, great opportunity to run your full playbook. If they want to take a shot here, they can go ahead and do it. Despite the blitz, they're still able to pick up a nice solid gain. The disadvantage of blitzing often alters the normal spacing and run fits and leaves creases like they were able to exploit right there.
21. White. 11. White.
Now Garoppolo throwing on 2nd. Going to throw right side here, complete. And shoves him off at the 20. 49ers with their first trip to the red zone thus far. It's 1st and 10 from the 12.
Hurry up!
Garoppolo. Throw out right, taken in by Patterson. And across the chalk, into the end zone. It's a 49er touchdown. Cordero Patterson, his 2nd touchdown on the season. And the Niners have taken the early lead. And his kick is good. Gold now out to kick it away. This one taken from the 7th. And he's all the way up across the 40 and down at the 42-yard line. Great return.
Well, you gave up the first touchdown of the game, but how about the response? Big-time return. Now it's their chance to try and put points on the board.
Goff will lead the Rams up here 1st and 10 at their own 42. They'll start out on the ground with Gurley. And he takes this up right near the 45-yard line. Sheldon Richardson there to make the play.
I call that play a success. A nice inside run sets up a very manageable 2nd down. A very solid gain on that play.
Yes, sir. Harbaugh.
To throw on 2nd down is gone. And they will set up shop at their own 46-yard line.
So that's back-to-back drives where they've thrown an interception. Ordinarily, we look at the offense and say, what's going on with your scheme? Maybe we should look at the defense and just give them a whole lot of credit. They've got them frustrated right now.
Garoppolo going to bring the Niners up here 1st and 10. Now a first carry for Latavius Murray. And no room to maneuver there. Give him a yard up to the 47.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, those big defensive linemen will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
12.
Garoppolo to throw on second down. Flush to it, and he can't find anywhere to go with it, and he goes down. You never want to give up a sack. From the O-line's perspective, they hate it for several reasons, especially because they felt like they let little brother down back there in the pocket.
Oh, no doubt. They have a ton of pride, and they go into every job wanting to keep that guy clean. They want that uniform with no grass stains, no dirt, nothing on it. But it's really, really difficult. You're talking about some terrific athletes who are trying to put him on the ground.
He's going to loft one deep left side here. And incomplete. He can't hang on. Would have been a nice catch. Instead, it brings up a fourth down. Those passes out that far wide always make you hold your breath a little bit. Felt like it was in the air for a while.
What it does is it allows a defender to gain some ground, come from a long distance, and have a chance to affect the pass.
And now out on the field, here comes Los Angeles. And it's been a miserable start for them offensively, obviously. 2 drives, 2 interceptions.
And this is where you have to know your quarterback and know how you actually have to reach him. Do you do it with a little bit of humor? Maybe you break the ice a little bit, like, hey, didn't we practice in that colored jersey all week? Not the one that you're throwing it to? Or maybe you have to be stern with it. But whatever it's going to take to get the message, it has to be done. He's putting the game in jeopardy.
It's a pickup of 4, and it'll bring up second down.
One thing to keep in mind, partner, especially in the second half, when you've got a running back of this size, of these dimensions, I can just tell you, attrition does set in for a defense because you're excited about hitting him in the first half, maybe not so much in the second half, and some of these shorter gains turn into bigger runs later.
Here's Goff now on second down. Under a heavy rush, and down he goes. Clay Matthews in there for sack number 85 of his great career, moving him past Hall of Famer Howie Long on the all-time list. So Goff, he'll try to refocus after the sack. The Rams now set up with a tough one, a 3rd and long. A shotgun snap for Goff. And it falls incomplete after almost being intercepted. A pick there would have been great. The good news for the defense now, it's 4th down. So on 4th down, here's Johnny Hecker to punt it away. He steps into this one, and this is a rocket. And San Francisco gets set to go here. They've got the lead. Last time had to punt it, though. What's the key to this drive?
I think it's leverage.
Leverage.
Big guys up front. You know the motivational speech on the sideline is, guys, give us an opportunity. Protect the passer, create space for our runners, and let's go ahead and get these guys. Low man wins. Let's go do it on this drive.
We'll watch that leverage on this drive. Finds enough of an opening to get this one back up to his 20. 9 yards is the pickup there, and they'll have a 2nd and 1. Now, you often say that sort of opens the playbook now, 2nd and short. What do you think, early shot here?
I like where you're going. Obviously, we've been together for a while because you know me. I want to take that shot early and loosen things up.
That was 2nd down run for Murray. Oh, and now he bowls him over. Michael Brocker's in on the stop. Well, able to shed some tacklers, but it's all for naught.
Yeah, that doesn't even seem fair, does it? Because this guy was breaking tackles, trying to get back to the line of scrimmage, and that's exactly what he did. A really good effort by him, but give credit to the defense of giving up no gain.
They'll run here. It's Murray. And he will have a first down at about the 21-yard line. He needed a yard. That's what he got, and it's going to earn him a new set of downs.
Wait. 6. Here we go.
A first down carry now for Yeldon. Up past the 25 to the 26, a gain of 5.
Looks like they're establishing a pretty good pattern here because they've been very heavy in the running game on the last 4 plays.
Yeah, you took the words right out of my mouth. So far, 4 plays in this drive, all 4 on the ground. Second quarter now. Brandon Gaudin and Charles Davis with you. It's the 49ers in control of the football. They've got a second down at 5 here to start things out. Now they'll throw with Garoppolo. He throws and he hits the slant route to Thomas. His first catch of the game, good for 11 and a first down.
And there's a completion to the tight end. And look at the size of these players nowadays. At that spot, 6'4", 6'5", and up. A lot of guys used to be basketball players, somehow came back to football. And that's really good for the game of football. You're getting better athleticism, great hand-eye coordination, guys who know how to control their bodies when they run their routes.
Garoppolo now, first down throw. He's going to float this one deep right side. And it drops down incomplete. Thought he might have had it. Instead, second down.
The positioning here is key. As a defensive back, you're taught 99% of the time, make a play on the football. But in this case, making a play on the man was all the difference. That's what forced the incompletion.
11.
Garoppolo again here on 2nd and 10. Escape, and he's going to have to eat this one as down he goes. And on that one, the protection just broke down.
You've got to have that leverage, don't you? We always talk about low man wins in the running game for an offensive lineman versus a defensive lineman. It's essentially the same thing in pass protection. Get lower than that defensive lineman so that you can keep your balance and keep him away from your guy trying to throw the football.
Go ahead. 11.
On 3rd and long, it's Garoppolo. It finds Randall Cobb with a completion. And he slips up past the 45 before being tackled. His first catch, and it's a pretty big one. They get the conversion on 3rd down. Two first downs have him up near midfield now on 1st and 10. On 1st down, Murray. And he's going to be taken down with a marker on the field. So let's see about the call. So he was holding from that left tackle position.
Everyone tries to keep their hands inside when they're blocking ever since they liberalized the rules where you can extend them out. But sometimes they get out a little wide and they get detected grabbing some cloth.
To throw, it's Garoppolo. Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. LaMarcus Joyner with a pick, and they are going to set up shop at the 40-yard line.
And that's a great example of ball skills right there, partner. You and I do a lot of games, and I can't tell you how many guys look to run with the football before they've intercepted it. So that's a nice job of focusing on the task at hand and coming away with the interception.
Goff will lead the Rams up here 1st and 10 at the 40. After the interception, here's Goff. Over the middle, complete. That's Chapman. A good pick up there. 8 yards on the first down completion. That time they hit him out of the slot on the drag.
And that route takes some fortitude from the guy running it because he knows he's going through the briar patch, as I like to call it, right? He's trying to work his way through all that traffic, and people wanting to put a little contact on him. Really well done.
So the face mask, quite a blessing there as they'll start out of harm's way with a 1st and 10. Following the penalty, it's Gurley. And they will stop him after a fairly minimal pickup. There to stop him on the defensive side, Fred Warner.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, those big defensive linemen.
And for the 3rd time here in this half, it's intercepted. Picked off at the 38, and they have possession, and they have it at the 38-yard line.
Oh, timing is everything on a route like this. He tried to drive that football into a tight spot. And if you're a little early or a little late, chances are there's going to be someone there. And sure enough, this one's going the other way.
So after the INT, it's Garoppolo. Now he's flushed out right. And he just gets rid of it, throws it away. A wise move there, looked like nobody open, now second down.
I would say it'd probably be a good idea for him to reintroduce himself to his receivers at the half because they're definitely on different wavelengths. But I also don't advocate waiting that long. Next series before you get out there. Hey, let's get together, guys. Let's get this thing moving.
He's going to let this one go deep. It's caught at the 10. And he's taken down all the way inside the LA 10. A big play there for the Niners. 52 yards. Working from the gun, Garoppolo. Flushed out right. And he can't get rid of it. He's taken down.
If you rank one from the bottom in statistics, that's usually not good in this league. And this team, one from the bottom in sacks, but somehow they got 3 in this game. What's going on?
I know, they're 31 of 32. They better be careful, or they're going to be top 30 in the league. Gets this one left side to Pettis. And here he'll get it down to the 7. A 10-yard completion, but still now facing 3rd and goal. And now the Rams are going to halt things as they want a timeout. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this second quarter. The Niners on 3rd down. They've hit 2 for 4 thus far. This is 3rd and goal. Here's Garoppolo to throw. And it's complete. In the end zone, touchdown 49ers. Jimmy Garoppolo with his 2nd touchdown pass of this first half. And the 49ers add 6 to their lead. Gold with the extra point, and that'll make the score 14-0. Gold now out to kick it away. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. So now here are the Rams as their offense comes back out. Already down 2 touchdowns here in the first half. This becomes a pretty important drive, doesn't it?
It certainly does, and a lot of the teams script plays. We know that, right? They have a script to start the ball game, and typically those scripts go between 12 and 24, 25 plays. Down 2 touchdowns early, probably not very deep into their script. I think that they'll stay with it. I don't think they'll abandon it just yet and try and generate some offense on this drive.
Anything. At least 3 points, get that 0 off the board. So 1 play, and they're already just shy of midfield. On first down, it's Gurley. And he'll lose yardage here, back at the 47. It's a loss of a yard there, and now 2nd down.
We think, Brandon, I like the intensity this defense is showing right here in these first few drives. They're not just holding the line because they're doing their job, but they're doing more than that, aren't they? They're getting a nice push into the offensive backfield.
And a great example right there for the loss on the tackle. From the gun, here's Goff. He's going to loft one deep left side here. And for the 4th time tonight, it's an interception. Picked off by Akello Witherspoon. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. We haven't even escaped the first half, and he's already thrown 4 picks.
And Brandon, back in the good old days, probably back before you were born, if your starter threw 4 in the first half, he might throw 8 or more for the game because they weren't going to pull him out. But nowadays, the patience level isn't quite there. He's going to have to make some real adjustments, or the backup may see some time.
1:59 to go in the first half. My good friend Charles and I right back at you after this. The stop for no gain brings up 2nd and 10 from the 20.
Here we go.
On second down, here's Garoppolo. Caught left side by Cobb. And he'll get this up past the 25 before he's out of bounds. 8 yards on the completion, but now they face third down.
And when you're playing a quarterback with some experience and some moxie, you enter the danger zone when you decide to blitz him, because if he's able to diagnose as he did on that play, he can hurt you downfield.
He reads defenses so well, doesn't he?
He really does, and the best part about that play for him, I don't think that was his primary target.
I don't think so either.
I think he had the read, figured out where the blitz was coming from, and went to a secondary target for a really nice game.
And he will have a first down as they get him to the ground at the 37. It goes as a gain of 8, and it moves the chains.
One thing you're hoping for when you run drag routes, you're able to hit a receiver in stride, and he can pick up a lot of yardage after the catch. But in this situation, the defense was effective, able to stop him before he could get a good head of steam going.
Here comes the boom. Get set. 11.
Play action. Garoppolo. He sets to fire deep. It's caught inside the 25. So because of the yards after the catch, they'll wisely decline the PI.
Yeah, since it was pass interference, they would have gotten the yardage at the spot of the foul. But as you correctly noted, a little bit of run after catch for them. That extra yardage made it easy to decline the penalty.
Garoppolo looking very comfortable running this Niners offense. He's got a 1st and 10.
Go ahead. Left 80. 180. Go ahead. 11. 13.
Throwing on first is Garoppolo. Steps away to his left. And he just throws this one away. Smart decision here this close to the end zone, and it brings up second down.
What's the old adage? Be quick, but don't hurry. Well, that went right out the window there. He was hurried, harassed. That ball had to be gotten rid of, otherwise he was going to get sacked.
An incomplete pass on first down. That leads to a 2nd and 10. A shotgun snap for Garoppolo. And his throw is incomplete.
Feels like they're getting caught in between here, because they had incompletions on 1st and 2nd down. Now you got to worry a little bit about the clock, because you prefer not to give them another shot here in the first half. But if you don't pick up the first down, guess what? You're likely going to have to.
This offense was on the move. Now 2 straight incompletions have them looking at 3rd and 10.
11.
Again, they'll throw with Garoppolo. Now he'll dump it underneath to his running back, complete. And brought down, but not before they get it inside the 10 to the 7. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal. Here's 1st and goal, and gosh, points here. A chance maybe to put this thing away before halftime. Garoppolo again. And that is caught, but the back judge right there to say incomplete. Cordero Patterson, the one he was hoping to get it to. That'll bring up 2nd down. And yet again, it's Garoppolo. Forced out to his left. And he'll just chuck this one up into row G. It's incomplete.
Oh, I like that right there. Not only was it the right play, throwing it away like that, frankly, I think it was the only play.
Yeah, got outside of the pocket, realized he had nothing, just chucked it free.
Yeah, live to fight another down, right?
2 incompletions haven't moved him any closer. And likely throwing again, you'd have to think on 3rd and goal here. Garoppolo looks to throw once more. That's caught. It's Thomas. A gain of 5, but not enough. Leads to a 4th and goal.
Looked like the screen pass was taken away there, and that was a nice job of improvising, but it's not normal. Usually when the screen pass is taken away, you're taught to just throw the ball at the ground at the feet of the receiver so that you don't get it intercepted and just start over. But he ended up finding another receiver.
And now before this 4th and 2 play comes to fruition, they're going to think about it and call a timeout, as they stop it with 28 seconds to go in the first half of play. And Gold is able to put it through, and the lead will grow. It's now 17-0. Still a little bit of time left here in the second quarter, but they do get 3 before the half and expand that lead.
And they have to be happy about that, and we haven't met a team yet that doesn't put an emphasis on trying to get points on the board in the last 2 minutes of a half. They'll be real excited to have those up on the board.
And now out on the field, here comes Los Angeles. And with time quickly fading here in the second quarter, not sure how aggressively, offensively they want to play this.
I think we'll find out just how much they trust their guys in this situation if they decide to take a shot.
Buying time to his left. And he was hit as he threw it there, and it forces it incomplete. I hate to sound really negative, but at this point, an incomplete pass, almost a moral victory that it's not picked off.
Well, you may hate to sound negative, but that was negative.
It was very negative, I know, but all these first-half interceptions, it's been tough to watch.
Yeah, couldn't find a silver lining in this one, much more like lead.
2nd and 10, Goff again. And now here's another interception. Picked up by Jalen Mills. From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10. They pitch it out to Murray. It's a loss of 2 there, bringing up 2nd down. And before this 2nd down play, we'll get a whistle, a signal, and a timeout, as they'll stop the clock with 12 seconds to go in this first half. First play of the drive goes the wrong way. Here's 2nd and 12. Now Garoppolo throwing on 2nd, eluding the pressure right. He gets it over the middle to Cobb. And he's able to get it down to the 25-yard line. Now whistles and a timeout with 3 seconds left in the first half. So 3 seconds here remain in the half. On is the field goal unit to see about getting 3 points. Made his first. This now from 42 yards out. And Gold missed it. It's no good. Wide right for Gold. So we've hit halftime here in Santa Clara with the 49ers out in front. As we'll send you eastward to Orlando. Standing by with that EA Sports halftime report now is Jonathan Coachman. Take it away, Coach. Both teams appear ready for the fight ahead, and we resume action here in quarter number 3. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. The Rams offense now, they get set and head back onto the field. They come out here with a 0 on the scoreboard. What was said in that locker room? That's what I want to know.
I would love to have been in there because we often have the feeling that there's a lot of shouting, screaming, people upset. But typically, halftime locker rooms are a lot more clinical than that. And in this case, are they upset that the plays weren't working because of execution, or did they think they were just bad plays to call?
Yeah.
We'll find out pretty quickly here if they felt like they had something going, but they just need to do it a little bit better or not.
We'll find out. And they're going to have this across midfield and inside the 45. A gain of 32 that time.
Well, partner, I'm not sure how this drive's going to end, but how about the way they flip field position there? A nice attacking play that picked up a heck of a chunk of yardage.
So the big play gets him across midfield now for 1st and 10. On the draw, Goff gives to Gurley. And he'll be brought down at about the 42. The All-Pro in 2 positions. Khalil Mack there to make the stop.
Tough first half for him, unable to put up the numbers he's used to producing. But with a guy like him, your football player just takes a couple of explosive touches for him to make an impact on this game and on the stat sheet as well.
He turned that into a nice gain, gets him 8 yards closer for 3rd down.
They brought the blitz that time, and I thought they were going to get to him, but instead, he flipped it on its ear and ended up picking up positive yardage.
I thought he was dead to rights, but you are exactly correct, sir, able to turn that into a positive gain. Here's Goff. That's taken in, complete to Reynolds. Now, after the completion, we're going to get a timeout, an injured player. Well, he gets attended to. We'll step aside. Still in search of their first touchdown of the game, but they're on the move. 1st and 10. On 1st down, Goff dancing to his left. And he'll toss this one incomplete. Seeing no options, he throws it away.
Brandon, at least there's one bright side to that incompletion.
What's that?
It wasn't an interception.
Wow. And he comes back with one complete. And
because now it doesn't go on the books, but now they have to make that up again, don't they?
Got his man complete over the middle. That's Carter. And they'll wind up getting this one all the way down. Goff turns and gives to Gurley. And he'll get into the year. And the Rams are able to draw a bit closer. And it's 17-7. So the lead back down to 10 as things get a little more interesting, and the kick is away. Turn, here's the dangerous Cordero Patterson. Solid return, pretty good field position. They'll start at the 32-yard line. Here's a look at the 49ers offense as they make their way out for their first possession of the second half. And the last time that they were on the field, little demoralizing. Missed field goal. You know, always feel like you want to get it in the end zone, but then, oh, well, at least we're going to get 3. Didn't go through the goalpost, so.
It does test the mental processes of a team, though, doesn't it? Because when you miss a field goal, it's amazing how fast they want to turn on the guy kicking the ball. But you need to keep his confidence up, because how many times have we seen games where it comes down to the stretch? And guess what? You need that guy to make the big kick for your team to move on or to win a game. Make sure you keep him happy. Make sure you keep him comfortable.
I'm sure you always treated the kicker nicely, though, right?
You know, truthfully, I did.
Good.
I always did, because those guys, they won us a whole lot of games.
Garoppolo to try again on second down. Flush to his right. Now he's going to send this one deep right side. And they went for a big play through the air on second down. Couldn't connect. Now it's third. So the numbers have been good in the passing game, and certainly a big reason why they have the lead. But now here, third quarter, maybe go to the run game a little more?
Yeah, perhaps. I mean, after that incompletion, a little credit to the defense for shutting them down on that play. Maybe you try and run the football a little bit more in this spot. But they have to feel good about how they've been throwing it overall.
To throw is Garoppolo. Over the middle, complete. It's Cobb. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. 12 yards there as they keep this drive rolling. It's another first down.
Hurry up! 11.
Garoppolo on first down. Escaping the pressure right. Give him a couple on the scramble. It's second down.
Yeah, he only gets a few yards on 1st and 10, but he's better off doing that than throwing an incompletion or even worse, an interception.
11.
Garoppolo to throw on second down. Being chased out left. And he's able to take it across midfield before going out of bounds. The reception good for 7. It's third down.
And that's why you do all the drills that you do from the quarterback position, because you're not going to just throw to your strength. The right-handed quarterback naturally will want to move to the right side to throw the football. But sometimes you've got to go left, and that's exactly what happened on that play. Forced to his left, still able to accurately throw it downfield for a completion.
Open man is Pettis. It's complete. And he is tackled inside the 40, not quite to the 35. Give him 10 yards there as this offense is on a roll. This drive continues to plunge forward. Garoppolo, 5 straight completions here in this second half. 1st and 10. They'll run it now out of the gun. And tough sledding. He'll get maybe a yard. Stop short of the 35.
I know the scouting report on him is that he doesn't possess the eye discipline to be an elite linebacker. And what that means is his ability to read, react, and make a play. But on that one, he looked like one of those guys.
Now a play fake. Garoppolo. Over the middle, he finds Pettis complete. And he works it past the 30, almost to the 25. Give him 10 yards there as this offense is on a roll. This drive continues to plunge forward. They go play action here on first down. On the move to his left. And incomplete on the deep ball. Randall Cobb, the intended receiver. And that'll bring up second down.
Boy, you will not see a quarterback of his caliber miss on one like that very often. I mean, there it is, wide open, got the shot, and he misfires.
We talk about, boy, he'll want that one back all the time. He definitely wants that one back. Garoppolo again here on 2nd and 10. Flushed out right. And this is caught at the 8. A nice gain of 21 yards.
Looked like the defense put pretty good pressure on him, but he's able to flush out to his right to try and evade people. On the run, had to get on his horse. Still accurately throws a nice pass for a first down.
They'll try and run for it with Yeldon. He'll get 2 out of that run, and it's going to bring up a 2nd and goal.
Well, they certainly had success throwing the ball on this drive, and not as much running it as we just saw once again on that last play. Stopped after a very short gain. But I wouldn't abandon the run totally, because otherwise, pass rush will just tee off on your quarterback. It makes it very, very difficult for him, and that's it.
And he'll take this into the end zone for a San Francisco touchdown. Latavius Murray, his first touchdown on the year. And the 49ers add on to their lead. Gold now out to kick it away. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. And the Rams now coming out on the field. They did what they had to do to start this third quarter. Went down, got the touchdown to cut the lead, but the matching touchdown a moment ago, and we're right back where we started at halftime.
Yeah, you're exactly right, partner. They had a little bounce in their step after scoring that first touchdown, but the defense gave one up, and that's the problem right now. Can they get better play from their defense while they continue to score on offense?
Now the first play of the drive there is incomplete.
Maybe a little frustration starting to creep in. The offensive line hasn't done a great job of protecting him in this game, and there he was, hit again as he threw it.
Yeah, another time on his backside, probably starting to get a little frustrated.
Got to keep his composure. Can't let the defense know that they're getting to him.
And the hit jarred it loose. It's incomplete. We saw this a lot in the first half, and it continues. These receivers just not able to get much separation.
So that means they have to win the 50-50 balls. They've got to go up with the defender and find a way to start coming down with them.
And this time, contact and another incomplete pass. Throwing on third. Gone. Throwing the out route, incomplete. It's Chapman. 12 yards there as they keep this drive rolling. It's another first down.
What I love about watching the passing game nowadays is that the one-dimensional receiver is really starting to leave the game. You've got to be able to do it.
And my goodness, another interception. Picked off by Micah Hyde. And into the end zone, a pick six for the 49er D as they score the touchdown. Well, this has just been obviously a dreadful day for him throwing the football. Now, 4 interceptions. This one leads to 6 points going the other direction. Tough.
Yeah, it is, and this feels old school to me because you never really took out your starting quarterback back in the good old days. No matter what was going on, he was your guy, and you rode him for better or for worse. In today's football, usually we've got a backup who's warmed up and is coming to the game, so you can see an old school approach here that's not really benefiting them at this point.
And the Rams getting set to go now. And they just had that pick six. I guess the only positive maybe of them returning that for a touchdown. This offense right back out onto the field to try to make up for it.
I like that because now it doesn't give them a chance to go to the bench and really settle. You know, to sit there and kind of seethe over the idea that they turned the ball over previously. Right back out there. It's almost like hopping right back on the bike after falling over. See if they can get the ball moving again.
Yeah, we'll see if they can do it here. And he's going to drop this off to his fullback. Back now here in Santa Clara. A lot of happy faces in the crowd at this point as their guys have a big lead here to start quarter number 4. So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. Here comes carry number 10 for Gurley. That's going to go as a loss of 4, and it'll be 2nd down.
I think it's pretty evident. We can say what a difference a week makes. Last week, he ran pretty much wild, didn't he? Did pretty much what he wanted to do. But this one, they've stopped him cold. That, to me, that's good scouting and even better execution.
Yeah, and they stopped him behind the line right there. They obviously watched the tape a few times and made some adjustments.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
Here's Goff now on second down. And now here's another interception. Picked off by IACthulhu-Fhtagn. And they will score. It's a 49er touchdown. That's the story of the game. They've been suffocating all game long on defense. They were suffocating there again in a big way.
And they've done it not just by out-athleting them, which is often the case, but by being able to adjust to anything they tried to throw at them and beating them to the punch each and every time. This was a defense that was well prepared.
This will be fielded at the 6. And now nothing but green ahead of him. He's at the 30, 20, 10, touchdown LA. As his guys are in for 6. And the Rams are able to cut into this lead. Zerline good with a PAT. And that will shave one more off this lead. So still lots of work left to do, but here comes the onside kick. And the 49er hands team does its job. Now they're down big here in the 4th. They had to try the onside kick. Can't fault them for the effort at least.
No, you can't at all. And if nothing else, now you've put something that you're trying to practice, right, that you've worked on into a game situation, and now you can go back and dissect it. So if you need it again sometime, maybe you'll find a better way to do it. But, yeah, this game's pretty much done for them.
And he takes it down to the 40 with a pickup of 4.
Bottom line, they want to keep this clock rolling, so they'll take that one right there. They just want to keep falling forward, and they want to put the onus on the big fellas up front in order to bring this one home.
They keep it on the ground. This time it's Yeldon. They'll wind up getting 4 down to the 36.
Well, if you're a football guy, that's a pretty run because everyone is in sync right there. Obviously, the guy carrying the ball, but how about the people up front? Leverage, athleticism, they created some nice space for him.
On play action, it's Garoppolo. And he couldn't hang on to it through the contact. Incomplete. You can tell they were hoping for a flag there offensively. Several on the sideline motioning, hey, why not a penalty? Why not a penalty? What did you see?
Yeah, I think you've got to let them play, and the officials are instructed. If there's contact coming from both sides, no flag. Let them fight it out.
And forces 4th down. And now out on the field, here comes Los Angeles. They are looking to make a bit of a 180. They are sputtering right now.
And frankly, I think it's time to call your playmakers together and say, all right, guys, we're going to lean on you through this patch. We need you to get us back on track and get us going in the right direction. So you're calling plays geared to them. Not necessarily what you look at your plays, oh, this hurts the defense. I want the ball in the hands of X, Y, and Z and see if we can move forward.
So don't get too cute. Go to the playmakers. Call it a gain of 4 on 1st, and that'll make it 2nd down. To throw on 2nd down is gone. Throw right side complete to Carter. And he'll get it up a little shy of the 15. They'll spot him down at the 14-yard line. 6 yards on the pickup, and they'll be faced with a 3rd and inches. Out of the gun, gone. That's going to be complete to his tight end, Everett. And he will have the 1st down as he's up to his 17-yard line. Give him 3 yards and a fresh set of downs.
Whirling.
On 1st and 10, Goff. He'll throw underneath for Gurley. No gain, and it's 2nd down.
Well, that was a simple throw and catch, but even with that completion, 0 yards gained, so they're behind schedule on down and distance.
I think they were hoping to get it to him. He could make a man or two miss, but that window closed quickly. Had the completed pass, but for no gain, stopped right at the line, so it's 2nd and 10. A play fake to Gurley. Now Goff. Nowhere to go here. He lost the football.
On plays like this where the ball comes free, it's often unusual for the team that lost it to get it back. Because this is a quarterback. The ball gets away from him, Everyone else is trying to execute what they're supposed to do on offense. They're usually looking in the other direction, downfield, or have moved away from him. In this case, though, a teammate is able to come up with the ball.
The Rams on third down. They've converted 3 out of 5 thus far. This will be 3rd and a mile. They go play action with Gurley. Now Goff. He's going to go for a big play downfield. And incomplete. The contact made the ball roam free and brings up 4th down.
This defense was definitely alert to the possibility of the deep ball, and they were more than ready for it.
They've got the lead, 4th quarter. Maybe can expect more passes like that downfield. A critical one here if they're going to have any shot at this thing. So they'll go for it on 4th down. Got to try it here. He's back to throw. And my goodness, another interception. Picked off by Ahkello Witherspoon. And he'll take this into the end zone. Now hold on here. We do have a flag down. So let's see what this is about. Now Gold for the extra point. Gold able to tack on the extra point, and the lead will swell by 1 more. So they throw the pick six. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air. On the return, it's Pharaoh Cooper. And he'll take it past the 25 and up to the 28-yard line. And now out on the field, here comes Los Angeles. They're sort of seeing themselves spiral out of control. Let's see if they can get things back on track.
And this is where the coach is walking that line of being calm and really being firm with his team. I had one tell me once, when we were having a tough patch, this too shall pass, this too shall pass, and finally we kept having a rough patch. He said, but you got to do something to make it pass, and that's what they have to do. They've got to get some control back, get themselves reasserted, and calm things down.
See if they can get calm and reassert themselves here. And that play went nowhere. Losing yardage. It'll be back at the 36. It'll be a loss of a yard, and just like that, it's 3rd down. The Rams on 3rd down. They've hit it 50%, 3 of 6 to this point. Here it's 3rd and 2. Time for a break. We'll come back and wrap up garbage time after this. Third and 2. Goff. Eluding the pressure right. A hit as he throws there, incomplete.
I'll tell you what, partner, after he ices down, he's going to be a nice long soak in a hot tub after this one. He's been under duress the entire game.
Yeah, once again, hit as he throws. Fortunate that one wound up incomplete. All right, they're going to try and keep hope alive here on 4th down. They're going for it. As expected, they're going for it to keep the drive alive. And it is incomplete. So they tried to go for it for pride, but it really wouldn't have mattered. This one, it was already determined.
No doubt about it. This one was over a while ago.
So from the 36 now, 1st and 10.
21. 12, fellas, here we go. 21.
Garoppolo looking to throw. He rifles one that's intercepted. Picked off by the Pro Bowler, Marcus Peters. And his guys will take over at the 25-yard line. Now they get a 4th quarter pick. A little something to hang their hat on, I guess.
Okay, so let's face it, though. Who's happy about this play? Fantasy guys, right?
Yeah.
The analytics will tell you one thing or another. That's a bad play on one hand, a good play on the other, but it's all about the fantasy play.
And now here's another interception. Picked up by Jalen Mills. And they'll start out with great field position at the 47-yard line in enemy territory. And that gives him now 3 interceptions in the game.
Well, someone's locked into what they're trying to get done in the passing game. When was the last time we had someone get 3 in a contest?
2011, wasn't it? Kurt Coleman.
Oh, yeah, that's
then
right.
with the Eagles.
That's right. Then with the Eagles, and I believe it's against Washington and Rex Grossman.
That's correct. And he'll get this down only to about the 46. Just a yard on the 1st down carry, so it's 2nd and 9. Again, it's Murray. And they go backwards here, losing yardage back at the 48-yard line. And now the Rams are going to halt things as they want a timeout, as they get the stoppage with just under 50 seconds remaining in the fourth. The Niners on third down. Now, they've converted 7 times and could use another right now. This is 3rd and 11. And that play goes nowhere. Taken down, losing yardage at the 50, right at midfield.
I like the idea to mix it up from time to time because, let's face it, you can't be predictable. But the execution was a little lacking on this one, right? They might want to go back to the drawing board with that call.
Fair catch called for and taken right near the 30-yard line. So a change of possession here on the punt. And possession will switch hands, 1st and 10. Trying to shake off the interception from the last drive. He'll look to throw. And a big loss here as he's taken down. Now before this 2nd down play, we'll get whistles and a timeout, as the clock will stop with 33 seconds remaining. And the job becomes twice as difficult now after the sack. It's 2nd and 20. From the gun, here's Goff. And my goodness, another interception. It's the former Seahawk, Richard Sherman, and his crew will take over with a football at the 35-yard line.
Well, this defensive pressure has been constant all game long. The pass rush, the coverage, they've all been excellent, and now they'll tack on an interception here as this one continues to slip just further and further out of hand.
And this has been a recurring theme tonight for sure. Nowhere to run. Back to the line of scrimmage, that's all. In on the stop, it was the UCF product, Shaquem Griffin. The rush defense stout on 1st down. Here's 2nd and 10 from the 20. Well, Charles, it's one thing to win. It's another thing to win and put up the amount of points that they did. Boy, were they clicking on offense.
They can't help but feel great about themselves, can they? I mean, what a game to put up that number of points, continually feel like they're moving the ball and things are working and clicking. They think that they can bottle this and carry it with them.
And as an offensive coordinator, you just don't think you can do anything wrong. Whatever you call, run, pass, it's all going to work.
That's called being in the zone.
So for the 49ers, their strong September has carried over to October as they move to 5-0. And they will hit the road next week to take on the Pittsburgh Steelers. Meanwhile, for Los Angeles, they'll fall to 1-4 with a loss. And they'll try to turn things around next week as they have a matchup in Cincinnati against the Bengals. Thanks for tuning in, everybody. Alongside Charles Davis, we thank our entire crew. I'm Brandon Gaudin. This is the NFL on EA Sports.
I woke up and I'm feeling like a boss right now. I woke up and I'm feeling like a boss right now. I'm gonna hold it down, I swear. I roll up and I'm smelling like a right now. I do this for my rounds, oh yeah. Feel like in the real life, dripping all sauce in a good life. You shine, I shine, and ain't nobody gonna take mine. I just wanna be a boss. I will never ever fall. Chillin' like a boss with my feet up. Got a bag for him with a visa. the she's a keeper. No burritos. Get to the pesos with amigos. I cannot put no zeros.